Show everyone. My name's Billy. This episode, I'm going to talk about Dillion Brooks and three possible fits that he could go, teams that he could go to. So the three teams are the Heat, Chicago Bulls, and the Sacramento Kings. I'm going to go from least likely to possibly most likely in my views. So I feel like one of the least likely teams, it all depends on what happens this offseason, would be the Kings because I feel like they just got their basketball culture back together after 16 long years of trying. Do you really want to bring in a guy like him who might mess that up and all of a sudden you're right back to where you started? Me personally, no, but he wouldn't be a terrible fit if you're looking for 10 to 15 minutes per game, possibly 10, 15 points per game, and he's going to bring you defense. That's for sure. Just don't and defense and possibly one of those 3-and-D guys. But he's not really what they need. They need a taller guy. He's not necessarily tall enough, but depending on what happens to Terrence Davis, who they're probably going to be losing this offseason, he may be able to fill in for them. Now he's not going to be able to. He's not going to get the 25 mil a year that he wants. If they can bring him in for 3 years, 8 to 9 mil a year, to equal out 25, then maybe. Then we're talking. But 25 mil a year, he's not going to get that from any team. So the Kings, it really just depends on what happens this offseason with everything that they do. Who else do they bring in? If they lose Terrence Davis, then maybe he's a good fill in, but does he want to come off the bench? That's another thing. Those are questions to be asked. The second team, which is under the radar, which I think could be another real good fit. Again, it just depends on what happens. I felt like the Chicago Bulls. Now, again, it just depends on what happens with Lonzo. If Lonzo's out for an extended time, that will be even better for a fit for him. He can jump into the starting rotation. And you got DeRozan and Levine. So then you have the defender in Brooks, and you also have Caruso. So there you go, right there. And then I don't really know. I don't pay attention to the Bulls, so I don't know who their center is. But that's a solid offense, defense, and you got two guys that can knock down shots, especially Brooks if he's open, because Levine and DeRozan will get the double team. Brooks wide open threes. So I feel like it depends on Lonzo because he's one of their defenders and their shooters. So it kind of depends on him. If he's out for a while, look for the Bulls to kind of ask Brooks or get some fillers out for Brooks to see how he'll feel about going there. And of course, the number one team, the Miami Heat. They got a real good basketball culture with Jimmy Butler there now. They have Hero, Bam, Duncan Robinson. I feel like that's the team to look out for. You have Brooks in there, got good basketball culture. Like I keep saying, I'm harping on the culture because I just don't think the Grizzlies have any. But I think bring them in with the Heat. You got Butler that can keep them in check, and watch out. The Heat, I think, will be even better than they were last year or this year, and they're pretty good this year too. They're in the playoffs. So I just think, and also with them though, it depends on what's it going to look like for Oladipo. How long is he out for? Is he going to try to come back? So there's just a lot of questions to be asked there. Again, the main thing with those three teams, what the Heat necessarily aren't as many question marks in the offseason. It's the Bulls and the Kings that, okay, they may throw closer to training camp, throw some feelers out there. Hey, would this be okay per year? Not the 25 mil, but maybe the 9 to 10 mil per year to get up to 25 for a full contract. But if he's looking for 25 mil a year, he's not going to be playing. I don't think any team's going to get him, give him 25 years, especially after what went down this playoffs and them all talking and whatnot. But I mean, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I just don't think I'm wrong. But I guess, I mean, with what's came out, we can get the Grizzlies out of it. They have no intentions of bringing him back. To me, I feel like he was used as a scapegoat, but hey, that's just me. We'll see. Yeah, so number one team, Heat. Number two, Bulls. Three, Kings. We'll see how that goes. Let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Hit the like. Let me get up there. Got possibly a special surprise coming tomorrow with the guest. Till next time.